Yo, what's up? It's GaijinIsntPhysical, creative director. I want to bring another artist to your attention. He goes by the name of WristWrist. Tell the people about yourself, man.
Well, I pretty much just take photos I find on the internet and just mesh them together and see what comes out of it.
So, where are you from, also?
I'm from Florida. I was born and raised in West Palm, or I was born in West Palm, moved to North Carolina for a couple of years, and then I relocated to Florida, and I've lived in a town called Port St. Lucie for 18 years, 17 years. So
Dang. But yeah, we were definitely supposed to have this interview way back in May when I came to Rolling Loud, but flight delays and everything just messed it up.
yeah.
Definite apologies for that.
Oh, no worries, man. It's all good. It's all good.
But besides that question I gotta ask every artist, how and why did you start?
It was like 20, 2014, 2015. I like just started getting into Twitter and I found this guy named Feral Clyde, I think was his handle, and he was making like these anime edits, and I was just like, man, this is like the coolest thing ever. How do you do this? Slid into his DMs, was asking him all these questions, and he was just like, I just use this app. And he was like, don't tell anyone this app. So I literally never told anyone the name of it. I haven't seen anyone else do stuff like how I do.
Gotta
So
keep on
it's
hush hush.
exactly. So just kind of messed with that, and then I got out of like an anime phase and kind of just started like messing with other pictures, and then I was like, yeah, I like how this is going, so I kind of just expanded from that.
All right, yeah, I see that you utilize a lot of blending modes. Like this man is a master of blending modes, like
Thank
to
thank
like a
you.
great extent. I think it's crazy. Do you still have the very first artwork that you did?
Very first artwork, I probably do on my other phone. um I have this old picture. I don't know if this is gonna come off right now. This is something I did probably 2016 or so. It's older and it's like really faded because I just printed it off with like normal printer paper, and I guess I was low, so it's like really faded.
And do you also go through a lot of name changes? Did you used to be known as Lil Whip Whip?
Yeah, I went by that for a little bit.
Yo, I think that somebody else has stolen your handle, or you have a separate account for that.
Yeah. I have like six Instagram accounts that I just like come up with names. I'm just like, I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna hold on to this for a little bit.
Yeah, because I like sent a message to Lil Whip Whip and I was like, hey man, I'm gonna interview you. And then I looked at his page and he only had like four artworks and I was like, this is not who I was looking for.
Yeah.
And I see that you also have a mic behind you. Do you do music? I think that's a mic.
No, no, there's no mic behind me. That's just a light. But I
Uh,
want to start getting into music. I really want to. I wrote like some stuff before, but it's kind of just like, I guess it's just like putting myself out there. Like I second guess everything, and it's like I can do this better, I can do that better. So it's kind of just like actually putting it out there. So I should be doing that pretty soon. So
hey
I'm looking
man,
forward to.
I know exactly how that is. Like, I've been recording music. Actually, I've been writing lyrics at least since middle school. And I started recording sometime after high school, like maybe 2013 with my friend. Like, we have at least an album's worth of songs, but they're all garbage. And then last year in 2016, I started recording again with another friend. And those are some quality songs. I just can't put them out for various reasons. We had a falling out and all that. But it, hey man, you just gotta do it, put it out there. Just like the art, you just gotta be ready for criticism. Everybody has an opinion.
Yeah, right. Like even with the stuff I post, like I I would go literally like weeks of making like 3 pictures a day, 4 pictures a day, and just looking at them at the end of the day and just be like, you know what, these aren't even good. Like these are just like the throwaways. But it's like someone could see that and be like, this is great. But it's like, in my opinion, it comes back. So
Same here, man. I got a vault of just unreleased stuff that I'll just randomly put out if I don't feel like people are ready for like a whole full project, I'll just put out a little scrap like here, have this,
Yeah,
But
just like the stuff that catches people's eyes.
yeah. And what other artists inspire you besides the dude who you mentioned at first?
Inspire me. Artists that inspire me. Kid Cudi, Travis Scott, Childish Gambino, Chance the Rapper, man. They're I like a lot of trippy rappers.
Right.
Like Flatbush, Joey. I love boom bap. Love boom bap. Uh it's kind of hard to think of like some more off the top of my head. Suicide Boys, like Rob Banks. I don't know, pretty generic stuff, but Kid Cudi, definitely for sure. Kid Cudi and Travis Scott, those two are the top.
Dog, Travis, man. Travis and Gambino have a defined period in my life. They have molded me into somebody new. Like I saw Travis for the first time at Rolling Loud, even though where I was, like they put him at the stage, they had the seats, and at a Travis Scott show, you don't need seats. Like the joint was crazy.
Yeah,
Haven't seen Gambino live. I don't know if he'll ever go live again. He's just on his own. The TV thing, movies, all that.
yeah.
But yeah, they definitely inspired me because the internet was an amazing album.
That was a great album, man. I found Camp in high school, my freshman year, and I was just like, man, this is so good. Next album got better and better and better.
It's the same thing with me. I found out about camp. I went all the way back to like Sick Boy and Cul-de-sac, and then just kept on following. Gambino has really stepped up. He evolved, man.
Yeah, yeah.
But what genre would you consider your art?
I think it falls under like grimy, glitchy slash like angelic, I guess you could say. I mean, I can make softer pictures, but I feel like a lot of the stuff I post is either like really graphic or really grimy. So,
I feel like an ascension. Angelic is a good one. I feel like those memes where people like do the brain thing and it gets bigger and bigger. That's how I feel when I look at your pictures. That's the feeling I get.
oh man, thank
Because
you, thank
I
you.
just hate how people just say a psychedelic genre. Because I mean, I know there's a better word than just psychedelic or trippy for a genre.
Right, yeah.
But that's how that goes. People say the same thing about my stuff. I just don't have a name for the genre. I just put it out, man.
It's just you, and that's what it is.
Yeah, exactly. What do you think success looks like? When do you think that you'll be successful? At what level does success look like? Is that like 100 likes, 1,000 likes, or not even likes? But that's just an example.
In all honesty, when I feel like I can become successful is when I finally start like printing my stuff on like clothes. Like I would love to be just like Ghost Supply. Like I I can put my stuff on hoodies, shirts. I know people would buy them, but it's like I know I would change how it looks to an like to an extent where it would catch on with still being like my own twist on it. So it could be like super trendy stuff that's like glitched off the wall, broken. I don't know. I could see it going pretty far if I started doing it.
You thinking like all over print shirts, not just like the box in the middle of the shirt?
Could I mean I would like to do cool designs with like just the thing on the shirt, like kind of make it some crazy stuff, but I'm not really too sure how to get into that, I guess.
Oh, I can give you some pointers after this interview for sure. I
Let's
know a
go.
couple of places that print everywhere. And it's also funny that you mentioned Go Supply because I think me and Go Supply probably started like really going hard around the same time, which was like 2013. And like they were just going up and up. I was watching them. I was like, yo, these dudes, Pizza J and Left Ghost. I'm not sure if Pizza J is still in it because he doesn't really say anything. It's mostly like Ghost character. But Ghost Supplies really inspired me. I used to always compare myself to them and then get mad and like, man, why am I not at where they are? But then as an artist, you got to be like, man, everybody will have their time.
Exactly. It's all in time too. It's got to keep going.
Yeah, but that's back when I was like doing clothes a lot. I kind of backed up off the clothing because it just wasn't selling good. So I just focused on my visuals. I'm gonna come back to clothing whenever. But yeah, how many pics on average do you blend at once? How many pictures?
Before, I used to be doing like 12 or so, like
12.
max 12. But then I was just like, you know what, I can do more. And then like I doubled it up and then I got to like around 30 on some of my pictures and I'm just like, yeah, this is good.
Damn, I'm gonna
So
need
like,
to.
I've used a lot of pictures to change one picture into another picture that turned into another picture. So like it kind of just kept adding on top.
Damn, I have to see a breakdown. I'm pretty sure people will be interested in a breakdown video of how you do it. I will want to see it, but then again, you will be giving away the sauce. You know.
Exactly. It can't sell the sauce.
You eventually want to get back to doing music. You want to get back to doing clothes. And I was gonna ask a question like, what direction do you plan to end up in? Like, just in the future, like, just where you want to do films or you know, besides the music and clothes.
I mean, for me, like I just have like an insane love for art. Like I love drawing, I love painting, filming is great. A little I'm a little skeptical of like my ideas of films, but I just started doing that. Um to me, it doesn't really matter like what catches on, what how far it goes. It's kind of just like enjoying the time that I have to make the stuff that I have, if that makes sense.
Definitely.
Like I would just love if like just a little bit of recognition. Like I would like to be at the top, like oh my god, Kanye level, but like if I couldn't even get that much, just like Mac Miller today. No one really talks about him, but like they knew about him in the past, kind of thing. Like, yeah, I used to get down to that. So just some like nostalgic stuff, if anything, because like I can listen to old rap artists and be like, man, this was so good, and like it takes me back. So like if I could do that with a painting or a picture or a shirt, like just something to bring people back, like to a time like this was good. That's all I really need.
That's a good one. If it's okay with you to talk about this, you said that you recently went through a breakup.
Oh
Has that
man.
affect has that affected your art? Like, have you felt like more inclined to do art? Do you see that your art is better when it's fueled by emotion?
That's a really good question. So I feel like with my pictures as of lately, it's not necessarily like I doubt it more, but it's like I just like scroll down on Pinterest and like say I see this picture I like, just be like, all right, take this one and then scroll down. I can picture this picture from this picture to like stack it on top. And then I kind of just go from there. So like since all of this has happened, like it kind of makes my brain go like quicker. So I feel like as of lately, my stuff has just been coming together in such a different form because like I'm not really too sure, but I definitely feel like my art has changed and it's become like more detailed in a sense. Like I feel like I'm paying more attention to like the little things in it because I want to make sure everything goes together. So
Yeah, that's I had a situation like that last year. Me and my girl were going through something, falling out with friends, just whatever. As soon as I get like a burst of emotion, I want to create something because I know that it will be tight when I look back at it. And like I just like go all into it. I pour my whole emotion into an artwork or a video. I don't like sit there. I'm not trying to fight with her or fight with a dude. I'll go to my computer and create something.
exactly, like it's so much better. It's so much.
Right. So back to the regular, like a regular type question. How do you feel about your current state of life? Is your job satisfying? Are you on the verge of like, man, I should just quit and go full time
Funny
artist?
story.
That is.
Oh, as an artist, oh man, if I could do that, man, I would do it in a heartbeat. But life right now, it's looking pretty good. My sister's husband just offered me a job to like work on boats and stuff. So like I'd be traveling around like South Florida working on boats. So like that sounds cool. And it would definitely be like an upgrade from what I'm doing now. So it's like I would say it's looking pretty good right now. But for the whole art aspect, I definitely feel like I need to go further than where I'm at now to go full time.
Has anybody hit you up about some commissions yet?
I've made like maybe 3 commissions, and like I'm doing it for cheap because it's like I just want to get my stuff out there because like I make so much of it. It's really almost like nothing to me. Like I can sit down for 10-15 minutes and just be like, all right, I made this, and it's like, how did you even do that? But it's just like it's simple for me. So do it for cheap since it's so easy. You feel me?
Yeah,
No
I
need
was.
to no
Oh,
need to
go ahead.
charge an arm and a leg.
Yeah, I was doing that at first. I was doing cover arts for free just to get my name out there, and then I started charging, and everybody would tell me that I was undercharging myself. Like, yo, why are you not charging this much? This much. The first commercial I ever did for somebody was they were over in Japan. They hit me up here, and they were like, "Hey, how much would you charge for a commercial?" I was like $20, and they were amazed. They were like, "You'll do a commercial for $20? That's really underpricing yourself." Like even a company told me that. So
Yeah.
my first like triple digit commission, something for a video, that's when I like snapped at like, man, I could really start charging like big bucks for the art.
Yeah.
And now it pays the rent. I don't have to work a 9 to 5 or any of that. So hey, it's all good.
I, that's how I'm trying to get, man.
Yo, how long have you been making art again? Well, taking it seriously, I'll say, because like I've been editing videos since like I was 10, but I just started taking it seriously when I was 18.
I think I started taking it serious when I turned, I want to say maybe 19. Like 19, I started actually meeting people who like were rapping and stuff. So like they were definitely pushing me to keep doing what I was doing. So around like 18, 19 is when I really started like, all right, I got something, I'm gonna do it. Pretty much.
Yo, how old are you now?
I just turned 21 at the beginning of this month, so just turned 21.
Hey man, you're on the right track then. Especially like your craft is at a professional level. Like the first joints I was doing, they didn't really look professional. Now that I look back at them, but yours, very crisp, very clean, A plus, plus
I,
plus.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you, thank you.
And mm, how do you beat creative ruts? Do you get into creative rut where you just can't create anything?
God, yeah. There's been so many days where I just scroll through thousands pictures. I'm just like, man, it's not this. I have to like walk away from it. I try and come back. I'll make something. I'm just like, man, I wasted my time on this, but it's kind of just like having to keep going back because like those very same days I get in those ruts, and then it's like at the end of the night after God knows how many different pictures I've tried to work on, I finally get one that clicks, and I'm just like, yeah, this was worth it. This is cool.
Yes, when I get in a rut, if I can't create anything, I really feel just depressed. I don't feel like doing anything. It's like if all you do is create and then you don't have the motivation to create, I feel like I might as well be dead. Like I'll literally just go sit in the bathtub in the dark and stare at the wall. Like it gets that bad. Do you like porn?
Oh man. uh
Or are you at liberty to say that?
I mean, I would say so. There's nothing really wrong with it. I don't.
Uh,
I mean, yeah, I'm straight with it.
who's your favorite out? Who's your favorite out right now? Who's doing it big?
Oh man, I don't keep up with that. I just kind of scroll down. I'm just like, all right, yeah, that's nice.
You go for a specific genre?
Nah, I kind of just. I mean, nah, I don't specifically look for like certain types of things. I kind of just, I go for the nice face. You gotta have a nice face.
Yeah, it's like I'll say lately, I've been really messing with Black.com. They're really putting out there. Like, I'm not saying I like all interracial stuff, but their quality, like their HD, is really good. You can really see the glistening.
Yeah.
I gotta see the glistening. I'm not gonna say that I prefer Caucasian women. I like what I like, but Black.com is really doing it big. I had a phase with Mia Khalifa, but she doesn't put her all into acting, man. I can tell when the moans are fake. I don't like that at all.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Can't force it.
I need realistic acting. Shout out to Pornhub.com. Please sponsor us.
Oh
Uh,
yeah. Others.
but yeah, that's pretty much all the questions I have for you. So you got anything else that you want to talk about while we're here?
Shoot, man. I'm shooting blanks right now. I can't think of anything to ask off the top of my head. I mean, were you gonna say something?
Oh no, it's all good. I was gonna say it's all good that you don't have any questions, but just let you
Uh,
get your last word in. Tell the people your name one more time.
my name is Alex, but my Instagram is WristWrist. So hit me up on that. Trying to hit me up on Twitter, Marble Sheets. Uh, I, those are pretty much the only handles I have. I don't really go on Tumblr too much. So Instagram, WristWrist, Twitter, Marble Sheets. Get at me, you feel me?